Let us go to this. So first while making a request, what we are doing? A request for the code. So this is the format what we have done. First what we are doing? Client allocation, sending a client ID, callback URL, getting a code. Once you got the code, client ID, client secret, user. Okay, sorry, you are not going to send a username password. Client ID, client secret, code. You are going to send a code and callback URL. Code. So once I receive the code, what are you doing? Client ID, client secret, code, callback URL. Once you send these details, then it is going to send access token. Then take the access token, request for the resource. Look at the documentation. This is the URL. Send a request to the URL. Response type equal to code, client ID, client secret. What are we passing? Client ID, client secret. If we send a client ID, client secret, then we are going to get a response. What are the response we are going to get? Code, state. We are going to get a code and a state. Receive the code. In the URL, the code will come. Read the code from the URL. Then we are going to get next request. What is the next request? Send the request to this. Grant type equal to origin code, client secret, client ID, read it URI, code. If I send all these 4 parameters, we are going to get what? Access token. We are going to get access token. Now once you got the access token, we know how to request for the resource. So let us start the process again. Now, what is the callback URL we have given? When you created a connected app, at the time of creating a connected app, it has asked you callback URL. What is the callback URL give? Response. This is the page to which the code will come. First time when you request, the code will come. To which page the code will come? Callback URL. Whichever the page you registered as a callback URL, to that page we are going to get code. Now, let us implement this. Go back to the first one. Web server. Public. We're going to have string. Then we have public string code, public string then we have public string so first let us make the first request. I am going with the constructor public web server flow. In the web server flow, redirect URI, redirect URI. So in the first request, what are the parameters you have to pass? Client ID. There are 2 parameters, client ID and redirect URI. So take the 2 parameters. What do you want to pass? First parameter, second parameter. I'm purely following the documentation. So you need to open the documentation, find out. I'm just, as per the documentation, whatever they have provided, is just implementing it. Then, first one, public reference, call the code. Then I'm giving string URL equal to public server data. Then I'm writing a sample query. How do you write the data? SP select client ID. Then we have no need of username password. from so I'm giving authorize question mark URL equal to URL plus. So what I need to do? Client ID equal to sp dot plus ampersand read URI equal to what is the read URI we have given. This is what we are making a request. Let's say return. When is return P, Salesforce is going to that server is going to send a response to the page what we are given. Page reference equal to reference. Now, when you are requesting for the code, whichever the page you have given as a callback URL, that page will receive the response. This page will receive the response. Whichever the page you call as a callback URL, that page is going to receive the response. So let us do this. Then we have look at this. Whenever I click on the button, it is going to make call code. When I say call code, it is going to this page. What was the call code? Make a request to this URL. If I am making a page reference, it is nothing but get. I am using this example with a page reference to tell you that if you are using a page reference for navigating, it is nothing but a get method. If you are navigating from one page to another page, if you are calling a click, link, all of them are what? Get methods. To demonstrate that it's a get method, I am using this page reference here. So every page reference call is a get method. Then when you make a request to this, response will come to what? Response. Why? It is a callback URL page. Whichever the page you have given as a callback URL page, to that page we are going to get a response. Click on get. When you click on get, so there is one mistake we have done. What is the mistake? Look at the mistake what we received. Unsupported response type. We gave all the parameters except two. What are the parameter which don't? Grant type I have not mentioned. Response type should be this response type I have not mentioned the URL. Ampersand. So first error is received, grant type not specified. Go back to the page again, click on code. When you click on code, it is asking me to allow access. Now what are you getting here? In the URL, what are you getting here? You are getting code. What is the page here? Response page. So code came to which page? Code came to which page? Response page. When you made a request, the code came to response page. To get the code, what are the parameters I have passed? Client ID and a read URI. I have sent the client ID and a read URI. I received the code. Now, how do you read the parameters from the URL? How do you read the parameters from the URL? Apex pages dot get current page dot get parameters dot get. So how do you read the values from the URL? Apex pages dot current page dot get parameters dot get of code. Now the code is on the URL of the page. From the URL, I have to read the code. So if you want to read the code from the URL, then I am creating one method here. What is the method? This method is to read code from the URL. Public void read. What this code is going to do? Code equal to apex pages dot current page dot get parameters dot get off. In the URL, whatever the code is there, read that code. Then the response page, I am giving controller equal to. The response is going to come to this page. So response. Here I am giving action. When is this action is going to run? When this action will run? Whenever the page is loading, action will run. Then I told boss, whenever the page is running, read the code from the URL, read the code from the URL and print the code. Now go back to the page again, click on the code, then what did he receive? The code. Whatever the code they give, we receive the code. Now once he receive this code, what should I do, boss? Once I receive this code, what should I do? Again, request for the access token. Request for the access token. Public void get token. Now you want to make a request. If you want to make a request for the access token, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? Boss, this is the endpoint URL. This is the method. Grant type, client secret, client ID, date URI. So these are the parameters what we are going to take. Let us copy the parameters what we have to pass. Grant type. Grant type should be what? Authorization. Then we have client ID. We are going to pass client ID, client secret. I told you they are key sensitive. I don't want to get one more error. So I'm just copy pasting it. Create URI. Okay. So what is the endpoint URL that we have? This is the endpoint URL. So you are trying to make a request. So how are you going to make a request? HTTP p equal to new HTTP request equal to request dot set method. Then we are going to have string body because it's a post method. We will give in the form of body where we have grant type equal to authorization code. Then we are going to have body equal to body plus client ID equal to sp dot client ID. Then we have client secret. We have create URI what I have given. Then we have body equal to body plus. We are sending a code. I'm giving it. Grant type equal to authorization code, body equal to like client ID equal to client ID, client secret equal to client secret, client ID equal to client ID, client secret equal to client secret, URL code. These are the 4 parameters. Once you given the 4 parameters, what I'm doing? Request dot set header, request dot set body. Then we are going to send response equal to p dot send. So we are sending a request object. What was that? Endpoint, method, body, send a request. Send a request. Once you send a request, we are going to get a response. So what is the response? JSON result equal to response dot get. So once you got the response, in the response, what do you want to take? What are you going to get in the response? What are you getting in the response? Access token, refresh token. You want to get the access token, we are also getting refresh token. I'll tell you what is the purpose of the refresh token. First, let us parse it. System dot, how do you parse it? JSON parser JP equal to JSON dot create. Then what is the query? While JP dot next token not equal to null. If JP dot get text equal to access token, move the cursor to the next position. JP dot next token access token equal to JP dot the same old format for parsing. The same old format we are using for the parsing. So understand the format once again. What is the first request? We are sending a request. Response is coming. We are sending a request and response is coming. Response is coming to the callback URL. What are the response we are getting in the callback URL? What are the response we are getting in the callback URL? What are the response we are getting in the callback URL? We are reading the response. From the response, read the code. Once I read the code, what I'm doing? Sending a request. The token, post method, authorization code, client ID, client secret, callback URL, code. Send the request, we are going to get a response. The response, we are taking access token. Is that was clear? Is nothing. We have just followed the documentation what they have given. Boss, if you want to make a authentication to the system, this is the procedure what you have to follow. I just followed the same set of procedure. So every system will have the same type of documentation. If you want to connect with any third-party system, they will give a documentation. As per the documentation, see the documentation and make an integration. Now, once you received, client ID, client secret, both of them are sent boss. Here we have, look at this, grant type, client secret, client ID, related URL, port. 4 parameters we have created. Here also I give client ID, client secret, callback URL, code, and we also have grant type. Then get token, right? So go back to the response page. Here I am giving effects. We don't get token. So let us go back to the home page, run from the beginning. Anything goes wrong, again we have to start from beginning boss. From code we have to start. Right. If any step goes wrong, again from the beginning we have to start. Code. We send a request to third party. We received a code, then told get token. So whatever the token we are getting, we have not displayed the access token. Now I have done a mistake here. Then again what? Go back to the home page. Code, get access token. Oops. Now authentication again failed here. Now what is the access token? Access token, okay. Send, okay. Let us see what is the format you have got. Request, post method, grant type, authorization code, client ID. Let me print the response so that we find send a request, body, you receive a code, redirect URI, look at the parameters, grant type equal to authorization code, ampersand, client ID equal to sp dot client ID, sp dot client secret, redirect URI, code equal to code. Then what I am doing? Set body, send the request, got the response. What the response we are getting? Let me print it. Yeah, result code. No? Body is coming in the form of result code. Body is coming in the result code. The body was there in the result only we are passing. JSON response equal to response dot body. So let us see the format. Again, go back to the result page, display the response. I think we are not printed any access token as of now. Okay. Get the code, get token. Yeah, I think you are not printed access token in the previous example. So we got an access token, the same access token we are getting. So go to the response. The response we got JSON.create parcel. The result we got. Then access token. So what may be the previous error? We didn't print it. So again, what should I do? Go back to the first page. Click the code, get the token. We received what? Now once you receive the access token, you know how to make a request. How do you make a request? Authorization equal to access token. Whatever the resource you want to make a request, you have to send a request to that resource by sending this access token as what? Authorization. Okay, authorization was access token. Then we will be able to get my resource. Now, then you will be able to get my resource. Am I clear with this format? Any further queries on this? So what is the procedure I followed here? First, send the client ID, redirect URI, then you are going to send a code. To which page you are going to get a code? At the time of creating a connected app, whatever the callback URL we have given to that page, the code will come. From the URL I get the code. Then client ID, client secret, okay, redirect URI, code if I send, I received access token. Once I received the access token, what should I do? Then send a request to the resource. When you are sending a request to the resource, what should I do was here? Public void get resource. Then we have to give HTTP. No HTTP. Request dot set enter authorization. You are then make whatever the request you want. To whichever the request you want to make a request. To whichever the resource you want to fetch, give that URL of the resource as endpoint URL. Are you clear about this format? People have followed. Now in this code, I received one extra token like a refresh token, right? We got access token and also refresh token. Why? Now I told you, anytime if any problem is occurring, again I'm going back, creating a code, getting the code, getting the access token, again make a request. So every time I don't want to use this format. So once I got the access token, if time is expiring, then I want to regenerate one more access token without undergoing the entire process. Again, I don't want to go to code, generate the access token, I don't want to follow. I want to make a single step. That what happened? Then we are going to use a refresh token. Whatever the refresh token you got, send that refresh token, they will send a fresh access token. So what is the purpose of refresh token? I can send the refresh token to get a fresh access token. Next time when I want an access token, I will not use this entire procedure. Simply what I will do, send a refresh token, then I am going to get access token. So how to get this? Again there is a documentation. Go back. What was this? Refresh. So using the refresh token, how to get a access token? So what we need to do was grant type refresh token. Whatever the refresh token you have, send the refresh token. Client ID, client secret, format is JSON. Right? Are you getting my point? So if you give the request, what is the request I have to give? Grant type equal to refresh token, client ID, client secret, and if you send refresh token, then they are going to send you what? Then you are going to get access token. Once you got this access token, now you are not getting a refresh token. Using refresh token, you cannot generate another refresh token. Refresh token will generate access token. Refresh token will generate access token, it will not generate refresh token. So using that refresh token, I can make a request to generate one more access token. Are you getting my point? So what is the purpose of refresh token? Tell me now. When you use a code format, you are going to get access token and refresh token. If the access token is going to expire because the procedure is lengthy procedure. Because of the lengthy procedure, the time may expand. The time may be long. Okay, like we say, that may be a timeout. So if you are unable to use the access token, then we can use the refresh token, request for new access token, and I can use for communication. So refresh token is used for what? Generating access. What is the parameter? What is the format? Look at the format. Now, grant type, refresh token, client ID, client secret, done. Now, what is the URL? Post method. This is the endpoint URL. To this URL, you make a request, then you are going to get access to. You are going to get access to. This is for what? Regenerating a new access token based using refresh token. Now they told accept. Accept is only application JSON. Then what should I do? Set header, accept application JSON. One more parameter we have to set. What is the parameter? Request dot set header, accept application JSON. So they are saying, boss, accept the result in the form of JSON only. I'll accept the result in the form of JSON only. Whatever you are sending, send me in the form of JSON only. Boss, I'm going to accept the result in the form of XML also. Application XML. Boss, I'm going to send in the form of URL encoded, the URL format. Right. This is one extra parameter we are going to use. Any further queries on this format? I hope this flow is